writing the dialogues of Yavanavarman was a little tough because there already existed a standard to meet up in terms of the Marathi dialogues. I speak both the languages, so I had to find reciprocatory effects in terms of the dialogues as far as Tamil dialogues were concerned. It was very difficult to explain to somebody else, so I decided to do it on my own, and this will be my first Tamil film as a dialogue writer. I think Nishikant is not just a director, he's a filmmaker. He's very, very evolved as a director, and his film is a good Domboli Fast is a good measure of his talent, and I think I'm so impressed with Nishikant that I have threatened him that I have to be in every film that he does. So he's kept his promise, and the next 2 films I have already done with him. One is a film called Bombay Meri Jaan in Hindi, and there's another Tamil film that I'm doing with him early next year. So I think he's one of the most promising directors of near future. The film is almost the exact same replica. Dombivli Fast is a Marathi film. I've adapted that to Tamil to make it more native. Every frame of this film has been shot in Chennai, and all actors in this film are hardcore Tamil actors. The characterization is that of a common man, a man who has no strength to beat up 30 people, who has no strength to question the wrongdoings around him. But what happens when he realizes that all the lessons that he's been taught about how he should lead his life turns out to be wrong, turns out to be lies, and what sort of a compromise and what sort of an understanding he comes to with his life, and what does he do about it. I have taken experiences from my real life, from the way my parents, my uncles, from the way our neighbors who have been decent people lived their lives, and what they feel angry about and how frustrated they feel about being cheated in the game of life. I can completely assure you that anybody who watches this film, I'm not going to say whether they're going to like it or lump it, or whether they're going to appreciate it, or whether it's going to be a commercial success, but I will assure you about one thing: they will definitely take an introspective view of their lives. I'm sure they'll make sure that they make the slightest of changes in their own lives. That'll be the biggest success for this film. When I was shooting for this film, I never realized that I will become the producer of this film. But when I saw the film, the first copy, I realized that this is exactly the kind of film I wanted to be made. And it is very unfair to experiment with somebody else's money. So I offered the producer to buy this film over and take the whole risks of the success or the failure of this film in my own hand. So far, I've been talking about this cinema, but now the time has come to finally put my money where my mouth is, and that's why I turned producer with Yavanavarman. I think Tamil cinema is growing. Sometimes the pace of growth is reduced. Sometimes it's really fast. And now we're on a catching up stage. I think the techniques are evolving. The different subjects being made. Films like Mori, Parthiveran and Chennai 28 have broken the barriers of commercial Tamil cinema. So I think we're headed in the right way. Yavanavarman will definitely be in that category. I think an actor will always prefer a commercial success, and he hopes that every film that he does is actually commercial. Some becomes critically acclaimed, and some becomes not as acclaimed but become big hits. I would prefer an amalgamation of both. I'd like to wish all the viewers of Tour and Talkies all the very best. A very, very happy Diwali. Please do see the movies and get back to me and let me know how you felt about Yavanavarman. Wish you all the best and thanks very much.